So this is Triplemania 17. This is 2009 Triplemania. With the main event, you can see it right there. Messias, the world AAA Mega Champion versus Dr. Wagner. I prefer this Triplemania over the Triplemania 16. Even though that one was good too, I don't know, I just like this one better. Because I actually saw the AAA weekly shows for leading up to this. So I really like this one a lot. So first match is... The opening match is The Chosen One, Fabi Apache, Pimpinella, and Octagon's mini version of them for the mini wrestlers versus Billy Boy, Sexy Star, Pobo Star, and the mini Abismo Negro. It was the opening match. Had some build, not really. It was a pretty good opening match. He had a lot of high flying from the mini wrestlers. But at the end, The Chosen One, Fabi, Pimpinella, and Octagon, mini version of them, won. So that was the opening match. The next match was a 6-man tag. It was Charlie Manson, X-Pac, and Rocky Romero versus Zorro, Dark Oz, and Dark Curve, I think it is. The loser of the match had to get caned. It was like a Singapore cane match. This match was really good. Zorro and X-Pac had a feud going into this, so that's why this match was made. At the end, X-Pac wins with his team. So Zorro got caned in the back like 5 times before his other teammates came in to help him out. It was a really good match. The next match, which is I think one of the matches of the night, it was for the AAA, or their version of the X Division title. Alex Kozlov versus Extreme Tiger versus Crazy Boy versus Alan Stone. It was Extreme Rules, so they used tables, chairs. This match was like crazy. Had a lot of spots, a lot of high flying action. And it was an elimination match, so everybody had to get pinned until one was left standing. It was an awesome match. It was about 10-11 minutes long. The champion was Alex Kozlov, but at the end, Extreme Tiger won it from him. He ended up beating Crazy Boy for it. And that was that match. Next is Psychosis and Joe Leader, aka the 187 tag team, versus Latin Lover and Mark Jindrak. Mark Jindrak is a regular member of the AAA roster now. If you guys know him from WWE, it was for the tag team titles. It was a really good match. Didn't have that much hype though. It was kind of like done like in the past 2 weeks leading up to Triplemania. But it was a pretty good match. The finish kind of sucked. It ended pretty quick. It was just like a quick roll-up cover. It was like a less than 10-minute match. And then the next match is for the World Championship of AAA, Dr. Wagner versus Messias. Now this match had a lot of hype going into it, because Dr. Wagner came from CMLL, and he was one of the world champions in CMLL. He came in with one of the titles he had won in another promotion. into AAA to face Macias to claim to see who was the best in Mexico right now, him or Macias. And all the fans from AAA knew Dr. Wagner because they've seen him in the independent circuit in Mexico or CMLL. So this match had a lot of hype. And this is the first time they've ever fought each other in a ring. And they didn't fight till Triplemania. This match was off the hook. It was at least 30 minutes. It might have been longer. You had a lot of awesome wrestling in this match. Technical wrestling, ground wrestling, a little bit of high-flying wrestling, some hardcore wrestling. Dr. Wagner was bleeding. His mask was halfway torn. Macias was busted open a little bit. He was chokeslammed through a table. They took each other's finishers and just kept kicking out until the end. Like Dr. Wagner springboarded Macias off the turnbuckle and caught him in his Wagner driver. And he caught him with that, and it was over. And Dr. Wagner became the AAA World Heavyweight Champion. But this match was awesome. It had a lot of build. This is one of my favorite matches also from this Triplemania. And the final match, which was the main event on the show, it was a steel cage match. Conan's team, the Foreign Legion, versus AAA's team, which AAA's team was La Parca, Octagon, El Hijo del Santo, Vampiro, and Jack Evans, versus Silver King, Kento Suzuki, Electroshock, Chessman, and Teddy Hart. This match had a lot of hype. It had like a year hype since last year's Triplemania. Just Conan going at it with AAA's owner. And also beating up AAA wrestlers, and everybody was getting sick of it. So this match had a lot of hype. Conan's team leading into Triplemania had the lead. They had the upper hand. They've been beating up the AAA superstars for like the past month. Going into this match was awesome. Yeah, you had a legend in the match, Hijo del Santo, which a lot of people know who that is. His dad was El Santo, which is like a legendary wrestler that wrestled against Eddie Guerrero's dad. Gory Guerrero had a lot of legendary matches back in Mexico, back in their day. So that's his son who was in the match. Jack Evans was on AAA side because he got kicked out of the Foreign Legion by Conan and Teddy Hart, jumped him out and shit. And he was in AAA's team. So that match was awesome. It was a steel cage match. Everybody had to escape, not just one person. So the first team to have all their members escape would win the match. At the end, it was AAA that won the match. All their wrestlers escaped. So they gained control over AAA again because Conan had control before. So that's what the match was for, to see who was going to control AAA. So the AAA owner won. So he got control back from Conan that he had gotten before in another match. Yeah, some great action. Teddy Hart did a shooting star press off the cage. Jack Evans did a crossbody off the cage. You had some blood. You had some some technical wrestling. All in all, it was a good match. This was Triplemania 17, 2009. Here's the inside of it. So this was Triplemania 17, 2009.